Welcome back, first grade friends, to the dictation activity. This is dictation activity number 2. You need to turn on your listening ears and you need to have your thinking cap on. Some things to remember doing the dictation activity. Remember, phonemes is the sounds that you hear in the words. Some other things that we've learned in first grade that you'll want to remember for this particular activity is digraphs. Remember, digraphs are when you have two letters that make one new sound. For example, T and H, when you put those together and instead of saying t, it says th. It's a brand new sound. WH, w, PH, th, and CK, k. Two letters that make one sound. But also for this activity, you're going to need to remember how to use blends. I drew a little picture of a blender. I have one of these in my classroom to remind us that we don't make one new sound. You have a little bit of one letter sound, another letter sound, and you mix it together. And you hear just a little bit of each one. For example, when I make a milkshake, a strawberry milkshake, I like to use vanilla ice cream. Even though it's blended together, I taste a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of strawberry and mix it together, and it's a delicious strawberry milkshake. So here in the green, I have blends you'll see at the beginning of a word. F and R. If I blend F and R together, I don't just say f, which takes a long time. I say fur. Hear a little bit of each letter. CR, KR says cr. DR, dr, says dr. GL says gl. But remember, we also have blends at the end of a word. For example, the end and the D says nd. MP, mp, like in jump. Okay, we blend those sounds together. All right, the last reminder, remember when you're writing your sentences, you're going to start with a capital letter, end with punctuation, have good spacing, and don't forget those short and long vowel sounds. Okay, are you ready? All right, number 1. The frog will jump in the pond. The frog will jump in the pond. 7 words in this sentence. I put on my board here 7 spaces. If this helps you, boys and girls, please do it. 7 spaces for 7 words. The frog will jump in the pond. You may pause the video while you write the sentence. Okay, now let's check your work. We have 7 words. The frog, there's that blend, for will jump in the pond. There's that other blend. All right, let's look at a couple of our words. Some of our words are those heart words or sight words that we practice over and over. They don't always follow the rules. For example, the will is a heart word. Jump in and the again. Okay, so jump you can actually sound out. Okay, it has the blend. I'm going to use a blue marker to circle the blends. We have fur and an ending blend, mp, and an ending blend, nd. Okay. Any other things that we have? There's that short vowel, ah, oh, ah, ah. Okay. And the use, of course, of the digraphs, the TH. Okay, how'd you do? All right, you ready for number 2? All right, while you're writing the second sentence, I'll erase this. Here's sentence number 2. Did the glass crack when it fell? Did the glass crack when it fell? 7 words in this sentence. All right, you could pause the video while Mrs. Gray is erasing this. All right, are you ready? We said there were 7 words in that sentence. So let's draw the lines. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did the glass crack when it fell? Did there's that blend. Glass crack when it fell. Now, boys and girls, I remember I need to end a sentence with punctuation, but this sentence sounds a little different. It sounds more like a question. Did the glass crack when it fell? So if it is a question asking something, I'm not going to end with a period. I'm going to end with a, you got it, a question mark. All right, let's check our work. We have some heart words. Did the when it. Okay. If any time you noticed that when Mrs. Gray writes this heart word that you didn't spell it correctly, write that word off to the side and you can practice that during the week. All right. We also have the blends. Gl, cr, and we have digraph. K. 2 letters that make one sound. W, and the. Okay. We also see here twice that double trouble rule when it's followed by a short vowel sound like ah or eh. The letter S and L is doubled, but it only makes one sound. S, all right. You ready for number 3? Keep up the great work. All right, let's erase this one. Number 3. Phil did not pick the round drum. Phil did not pick the round drum. 7 words again. All right, pause the video while you write this sentence. All right, let's see how you did. We said that this sentence had 7 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, Phil, that is a name, did not pick the round. I almost didn't give myself enough space. Drum. Okay, I'm telling somebody that. So I'm going to put a period. Nice. All right, remember we started with a capital letter. It's the first word of a sentence. It also is a person's name, a man or a boy's name, Phil. All right, let's point out real fast the blends. Okay, those words that have letters that kind of, we hear a little bit of each of them. Okay, so we hear nd at the end of round, and we hear dr at the beginning of drum. We have a digraph, 2 letters that make one sound, k and pick, and that's it. We also have, oh, I didn't do our sight word, our heart words. There's did, not the, and that's it. I want to point out here in the word round, ow. In my class, we talked about saying the word ouch for when you take off a Band-Aid, it hurts. That OU makes the ow sound. All right, boys and girls, how'd you do? All right, all of these things that we've talked about today should be in your suitcase of learning. Everything you've learned, you're not going to forget any of it, but you bring it all together to be successful on this activity. Great job, boys and girls.